Welcome to Finding Your Frequency, the show where we meet people, find out who they are, what they're doing, where they're going, and what it takes to get there. And we have the botanista, Lisa Almeida from the Freedom Boat Club. You have a great smile. I guess that's what happens when you drive boats around all day.
Well, when you're on the water, it's incredibly joyous. Like, what else are you going to do but smile? Did
you always think that you would do something around the water? You're a native Floridian, so was water always part of your game plan, or did you fall into it? See what I did there?
You did great. That was good.
Thank you.
Let me navigate you through it.
You and I have a show that we got to do together. It's beyond just this.
It's awesome.
I love it.
My parents were competitive water skiers, and my mother skied with me until she was 6 months pregnant, and the doctor said, you got to stop.
Right.
And then 6 weeks after I was born, my dad built something to put me in the boat. So I'd been smelling outboard motor oil since I was 6 weeks old. Like, no lie.
Literally, it's who you are.
Literally. And it is in my DNA. My first 25 years after college, I had a sales and marketing job, director of marketing for Bell South. Loved what I did.
Yeah.
I didn't understand the difference between love and passion.
Okay.
My life was about getting on the water after work and on the weekends.
Yeah.
And
you wanted to flop that.
I wanted to flop that. And so when the merger between Bell South and AT&T came, you and I were having this conversation earlier, it wasn't a fit for me anymore.
Yeah.
And so I left 5 years from retirement.
Okay.
And by the grace of God, found Freedom Boat Club. And when I called people and told them that this was going to be my job, they were like, you're going to be doing sales and marketing for boating? Like, how does this happen?
But it's interesting you say that, because I have this conversation. I'm from Kansas, so I have conversation with friends back there. Like, well, we like to go to the mountains, because in the mountains you just have to own a pair of shoes, but in Florida you got to own a boat. Well, that's what really makes sense for the Freedom Boat Club, because you could just rent the boat, right? You could just use the boat for the day.
100%. So my members show up at the dock.
Right.
The boat is gassed up, ready to go. They step on, they go out and have a great time, come back, give us the keys. We do all the maintenance, the cleaning, taking care of it, insurance, all of that. So they get all of the fun without any of the responsibility.
And if they come back and something's broken, right? I mean, what does BOAT stand for? Break out another 1,000? I found that to be true, which is why I don't own a boat anymore. But it is, look, it's part of living in Florida is all the water and the beauty, not just of looking at the ocean or looking at the river or the Intercoastal Waterway, but being out on it and looking back at land.
It's a viewpoint of the city that you will never be able to experience.
Right.
It's so different. And then the wildlife, the dolphins, the manatee, the birds, the turtles, the alligators. I mean, it's just, it's an amazing time. And then, I don't know if you know anything about Blue Mind, but there is a psychiatrist who has actually realized that being on the water helps you let go of stress and calm down, because our bodies are so much water. It's called Blue Mind therapy. So there you are, connecting with nature and seeing the beauty and having fun and relaxing, and then we do all the work.
Well, which I like. As you're saying that, I'm thinking about sitting in the back of my father-in-law's boat, again, not having to worry about gassing it or telling the people, that I need it pulled out of the water because I've got to clean it, and just kind of enjoying the ride that we took not long ago up the Intercoastal Waterway. We stopped and we had dinner, and then we went back, and the whole time I was relaxed and calm, which isn't always easy with your father-in-law. Right? So the Blue Mind therapy really kind of fits. So is business booming? Because there's so many people in Florida who have moved from New Jersey or Kansas or Illinois and come down and probably want to take advantage of what you offer.
Yeah, which is so great for us, because they didn't grow up with boating. And so they really don't know, like, can I drive a boat? How do I navigate? Where do I go? What do I do? Well, we do all of that for them. So we have U.S. Coast Guard certified captains on staff.
Okay.
They do one-on-one training to get certified. We have a destinations page for each one of our 4 locations that you can download that has videos, longitude, latitude, where to go, what to do. I mean, we literally take care of everything. So those people that didn't, always dreamed of wanting to boat but never knew how to do it, we take care of everything for them. So we've had a lot of people that have moved from California, New York, New Jersey. They're like, oh, I always dreamed of boating, and they're members, and they absolutely love it.
So I kind of think I know how you're going to answer this, but let's be wild card. What's a great day like for you I mean, what is a successful weekend like for you with Freedom Boat Club?
So that is when we put, close to 120 families on the water for the weekend. And they are just out having an incredible, joyful time. And I'm going to tell on myself now. The listeners are going to know. But I love to go to a sandbar here called Fort George with my own personal
I've heard
boat.
about it. Yeah,
it's beautiful, beautiful. It's
Never
a
been.
little
30 years
piece
here.
of heaven
Yeah.
on earth. It's beautiful.
Okay.
And what I love to do is walk the sandbar, and I see Freedom Boat Club boats, and I'll sneak up and go, "Hey, is that a Freedom Boat Club boat?
Yeah.
Hey, do you like?" Now sometimes I get caught. They go, "Oh, you're the owner,"
Right.
and then I say, "Full disclosure, I'm the owner. I just want to know." And they're like, "Oh my gosh, it's the best thing we ever did. We love it. Our kids are having fun. They're not on their iPod. We did this last week. We're going to, because we have 400 locations they can use. So they're like, we're going to California next week and getting a boat, or we're going to Baltimore or Boston or whatever." And that joy, you can't manufacture.
No.
Like, it's just, and they're just having so much fun.
So success is seeing the smiles.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's the lifestyle with
Yes.
the convenience.
Yes.
And the smiles that come with it.
Yes. And the blue mind. We all need
Is there
relaxation.
a book or a podcast?
There is, actually. Yes.
And
Blue
you're going
Mind.
to tell me what that is.
I am. So it's Blue Mind Therapy. If you Google it, you'll see it.
I'll
There's a
find it.
book, there's a podcast, there's a video.
And while you're giving web addresses, what's your web address? Because
freedomboatclub.com.
freedomboatclub.com with 4 locations in Jacksonville.
4 locations in Jacksonville, 410 locations across
Nationwide.
the U.S. and across the world. Australia, Italy, Canada, France. So
There's no good reason if you don't already own a boat. If you want to own a boat, there's no good reason not to be a member of the Freedom Boat
100%.
Club.
Yep.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you so
The
much.
Boatanista.
Yes.
You certainly fit the description.
Thank
and Blue
you.
Mind Therapy, we're leaving today
Yes.
with more than we arrived with. Thanks so much, Lisa. I appreciate
You're welcome.
you.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time here on Finding Your Frequency.